Hello, hello. Welcome to the Leo full moon live stream. Let me make sure my camera angle is okay with that. Make sure I lift it up a little bit. Hello, I hope you're doing well. Happy full moon. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. The Leo full moon is really about opening the heart chakra. So we're going to work on that first, and then we're also going to work on some balancing poses. So if you do have blocks, have those close by, and you'll be able to use those during class today. We'll just begin in a seated position. Get yourself settled into the mat. Welcome yourself in. In whatever way is comfortable for you, cross legs or sitting on your heels, maybe palms face up, and close the eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose, filling the belly, and exhale, sigh out the mouth. A few more breaths like this. Welcoming in the energy of the full moon. When I saw the moon yesterday, it was so amazing. It was so beautiful. I was surprised. It was so large. Let's reach both arms out to the sides. Big stretch, like you're reaching both hands away from each other. Breathe in and breathe out. Then inhale, lift both arms up, keeping the shoulders down, reaching the fingertips to the sky. Breathe in and exhale, let the arms float down. Let's take a gentle twist. So bring the left hand to the left knee, right arm behind you, twisting open towards the right, shining the heart towards the right side of the room. And on your next exhale, unwind and switch sides, twisting to the left. Keeping the sitting bones where they are, just twisting from the navel. And exhale, unwind. Let's inhale, reach both arms up again. Exhale, side bend over to the right. Using the right arm as a kickstand. And then reaching through the left fingertips up. Big diagonal line. And inhale, reaching both arms up. Exhale, other side. Finding all the space you can in between each vertebra, in between each rib. Opening up the side body. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, float the arms down. Let's open up the back body a little bit. So let's hug your right arm under your left, and then bring your fingertips over to your shoulder blades. Lift the elbows up slightly, keeping the shoulder blades down. You can dip the chin, And feel the space between your shoulder blades broaden. If you like, you can come into full eagle arms, bringing the backs of your hands together, or maybe double wrapping and bringing the palms together, lifting the elbows again and dipping the chin. Keep breathing. And on your next exhale, you can unwind, reach both arms out as if you're pushing both sides of the room away from you. And exhale, float the arms down, palms face up on the thighs. And take a moment to breathe into that space. Maybe roll out the shoulders. And let's do that same thing on the opposite side. So now you're swimming your left arm underneath the right, holding on to either your shoulder blades here, lifting the elbows, or coming into your full Garudasana arms, lifting the arms up and binding once or twice, dipping the chin slightly. And don't push too hard here. Just gently opening the back body. And take another deep breath in. And exhale, you can unwind and reach both arms out to the side again. And exhale once more, palms face up on the thighs. Making any movements that feel good, maybe rolling the shoulders again. Let's do some gentle neck rolls. So bring your right ear to the right shoulder. And allow gravity to pull the head. Feeling a gentle stretch in the left side of the neck. And then dip your chin towards your chest, allowing that stretch to move through the back of the neck. And then left ear to left shoulder. Hold here. Pull it back. Dip the chin to the chest. Holding here again. Let's roll once more. Dipping the chin. And left ear to left shoulder. You can dip the chin back to the chest. Maybe bring your hands to the back of the head, interlacing their fingers. And allow your arm, the weight of your arms, down on your head a little bit. Don't yank it down, just like deep pull into the back of the neck. And release. And use your fingertips in your forehead. Push your head back up to neutral. Let's extend the right leg out. Take Janu Shirsasana. So point the toes up, flex that foot. Knee is pointed straight up towards the ceiling. Twist over so you're facing towards the right knee. So your right arm comes behind you, left arm kind of in front. And then dip your chest towards your knee as far as is comfortable for you. Maybe you come all the way down, or maybe you don't. I do not go very far. And if you've followed me before, you know that. this Nothing in yoga is about judging yourself. It's about and moving forward from there. And breathe deep. Imagine you can breathe directly into the leg that is extended, into the hamstring, into the inner groin. And push your fingertips into the mat to lift back up. And switch to the other side. So extending your left leg out, right leg in, flexing that foot generously, really trying to press your thigh down, but don't lock your knee. You can keep your knee very micro bent. Just keep your, and then begin to fold forward. And breathing nice and deep. And push your hands into the mat to lift yourself back up. Then let's come into tabletop pose. Hands and knees, wrists over your shoulders. Shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Take a few rounds of cat-cow. So inhale, gaze comes forward, open the chest, shine the heart towards the front of the room. Really accentuate that. And then exhale, curl it in, chin to chest. Round the tailbone down. Let's inhale, come forward. Imagine you're like a lion for this Leo full moon, shining the chest forward. You know how a lion always looks so majestic and is shining their chest forward. Head is pointed straight up. And exhale, round it in, curling the tailbone down, rounding the back up towards the ceiling, pulling the navel in. And one more on your own. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to neutral. Let's lift the right leg out, up, point the toe, really hold here, lifting through the thighs, like engage your thighs, engage your glutes, really hold here, lifting that leg as high as it'll go. And then exhale, bring the knee towards the nose and step that foot through for a low lunge. Place your hands on that front thigh and come up for your low lunge, lifting the arms up. Breathing into the front of your left thigh. And exhale, let's come down. Re-extend that right leg out. Hold and gazing forward even. Keep the abs engaged. And exhale, bring that knee down. And other side, left leg comes back. Hold here, gaze forward, hold the abs up. Then exhale, bring that knee in, low lunge. using your hands to push up on your thigh, and then coming up. Really, this entire time, remember, keeping the chest open. So even though we're not doing anything like specifically opening the chest, your chest is always shining up. Like I said with a lion, like you're just shining up. And exhale, come down. Bring that foot back, re-extend, gaze forward, engage the abs, engage the low back, and exhale, knee back down. Tuck your toes under and let's come into a downward facing dog, lifting the hips up and back. Big diagonal line here. Maybe pedal out the legs if that feels good. Let's lift your right leg up to the sky and exhale. Step your foot forward. Bring that back foot about a 45-degree angle. And then come up into warrior one. So keeping the hips forward, even though that back foot is at an angle, both hip points are pointed straight towards the front of the room. And inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, float the arms down. Straighten that front leg. Interlace your hands behind your low back. And then exhale, fold forward for your pyramid pose. Shining the chest forward. Let's inhale, come up. Exhale, bend that knee. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, come on down. And bring it back to downward facing dog. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bring it forward. Warrior one. Breathing deep. Inhale, straighten that front leg, float the arms down, interlace them behind your low back, and exhale, fold into your pyramid fold. Make sure your shoulders are rolled back, chest shines forward. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend that knee and float the arms down, coming back into downward facing dog. You can drop to your knees for a moment and make sure your blocks are close by. You might want them on the highest level, near the front of the mat. And now you can kick back up into your downward facing dog. We'll begin similarly. Inhale, reaching the right leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Warrior one. And we're going to work on our balancing poses now. So really plant that front foot and then step this back foot forward. to come up. And from here, if you can, do a standing pigeon pose. So your ankle comes over the top of your right knee and you squat down. You can even squat forward if you want to use your blocks here. They don't fall. Feel free to come out of it and come back into it as needed. Don't stress yourself out. Don't worry about falling down. So if you need to squat forward like that, you can. Let's come up, lift that knee back up again, and come into Tadasana. Finding your balance, just standing on two legs now. Maybe you shake out this right leg. Let's try Warrior 3. So really planting that right foot, bending that left knee up again, pulling it up towards the chest, and then leaning back, using your blocks as needed. I'm just going to use mine today on the highest level, and then holding that leg out just like we did earlier, pulling through the abs, through the legs, and holding that leg up, keeping the foot flexed, toes pointed straight down. I'm taking a few breaths here. As you feel ready, you can step that foot back. Warrior 1. Hands come to prayer. Sweep the arms down and come into downward facing dog. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, come forward. Warrior 1. Now really planting that left foot down, coming into your balance. So stepping up and just bringing that left knee, that right knee up, coming in and out of it as you need to, just finding your point of focus, finding one thing that you can focus on that's not moving to help you hold your balance. And then maybe you're taking your standing pigeon pose. I'm going to turn facing you so you can see this better, just in case you're not familiar. So you're just placing the top of the ankle over the top of the thigh here, and then squatting on down. So it's like a chair pose. It's like a cross between a chair pose and a pigeon pose. And you can use the blocks. Or a wall might be nice too. You can release that, bring that knee back up, and come to Tadasana. Shake out that left leg if you need to. And let's come into a Warrior 3 on the second side. So bringing the right leg in, and then gently leaning forward and extending that right leg back. Just using your blocks as you need to. I'm totally using my blocks today, especially on this side. I can't have my balance today, I guess. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes you'll have really great balance, and some days you just won't. It'll be just off, and that's okay. You just got to work with where you are, and that's really what yoga is about. That's what yoga teaches us. Take another breath here and bring that foot back down. Warrior one. Float the arms down. Downward dog. You can drop to your knees and come into a child's pose. You can move your blocks to the sides and just bring your hips to your heels and bring your arms forward. Chest drapes over the thighs. We'll take 5 deep breaths here. Push your hands into the mat to lift your torso back up. Let's extend both legs out in front of you. Flex your feet. Staff pose. Bring your hands next to your hips and shine the chest forward. Feeling a deep stretch in the back of your hamstrings. Maybe hinging forward from the hips if that feels good. Shake out your legs. Bring your feet closer together. Soles of the feet together to touch. And hinge forward for your butterfly fold. Spine is nice and tall. And hinge forward. Palms face up. And with each exhale, allowing the thighs to move closer to the ground with gravity. And come out of this one. Press your palms into the mat to lift your torso back up. Let's shift your seat towards the center of the mat to lie down on your back. And take a twist. So bring your arms into a cactus shape, letting the chest hang open. And then shift your weight, your hips over to the left. Or I'm shifting my hips over to the right, and then drop your knees over to the left. Breathing deep. Finding space between the left hip and the left shoulder. Bring your knees back up. Let's switch sides. So shifting the hips over towards the left side of the mat now and dropping the knees over to the right. Bring your knees back up. Shift your hips to neutral. Hug your knees into your chest. Do some knee circles here. Breathing deep, massaging the lower back. Legs out for Shavasana. Taking up as much space as you can. Palms face up, let gravity take you. Allow your chest to fill with gratitude for what this practice has done for you. We'll take 7. I do encourage you to stay here in Shavasana for as long as you can. But if you have to come out of it, let's just wiggle your fingers and toes. And gently roll over to one side. And use your arms to push yourself up. Take a seat. Bring your palms to prayer at the heart. Give yourself gratitude for coming to the mat today. One time. You can join me if you like. Inhale deeply to chant. Oh. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed this class. Please let me know how it made you feel. And I will see you on. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you loved it.